in plastic. I tell them jump in the bag, cause I've been...
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Jordan Love. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Packers and the Bears, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, it's January 7th, but we haven't seen you since New Year's Eve, so we have to say Happy New Year, one and all. And partner, Happy New Year to you. This is the conclusion of the 2023 season. Hard to believe, but we got a good one here between division rivals. And you like what the NFL's done here, making Week 18 all division games.
I think it's one of the more inspired moves by the league because they've made these matchups really count. And typically they mean something, not a lot of coasting as people head towards the playoffs. But I do have to ask, January 7th, is it too late to say it? We're kind of right on the borderline, aren't we, about Happy New Year? Because that always seems to be the subject of debate.
6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. In motion left goes a tight end. Here's Jones again on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Bears defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. Love. A strong run. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Here's Love. Completed out left to Dobbs. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched it on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
On first down, Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Bears have 5-11 on the year. They come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And this is a team that's not shown much consistency during this losing streak because they've never really looked like they've been ready to play. You question their motivation. You wonder what's going on with them. And I don't have a PhD in psychology, but the body language, it's awful.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Fields throwing again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
On 2nd and 10, Fields looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a 4-10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that's incomplete.
The offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
On second down, it's Jones. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Herbert powering up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. A handoff for Herbert. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They'll run here with Herbert. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to extend their lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if there's a bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Here's Jones on the return. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Herbert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On first down, right back to Herbert. There he goes, right side. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. And you get every level.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Jones. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Now it's Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Love. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Love. That is caught. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To the air again, Love. A short throw to Musgrave. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now 2nd and 5. Love now. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime. Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Herbert once more. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That's good. Packers, 1st down.
Off the play fake, Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Love with a give to Dillon. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 1st down, Love to pass. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd down, this is Wilson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, if you're up 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Chicago offense set to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead.
But I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Off play action, Fields. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league, They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they get their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
At their own 5-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Now Love. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Jones on the return. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Play action. It's Fields. And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So 2 disastrous running plays, and now they face a 3rd and very long. Fields now to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. First down, going to the air with Love. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Love from the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To throw now. Here's Love. And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Going back to Love. Throw caught by Musgrave. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. Love. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Foreman will try to pick it up. And this will be a Bears first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon. At this stage, The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Love. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, is the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Foreman. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. D'Onta Foreman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review, and this being inside. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Foreman is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off by D'Onta Foreman on the touchdown run. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
First down, Love to pass. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Love looking to throw it. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Play action this time with Love. That is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Throwing. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. To the air again. Love. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up second and goal at the Bears' 2-yard line.
On play action. Love to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Love throwing for it. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first and 10, here's Fields. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Here's Fields. Touchdown! Equanimous St. Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half. There he goes, left side. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
One last shot now for Love, and it's incomplete. Was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone.